$1 billion Bitcoin. Yes, that is the most absurd, crazy price prediction I've ever heard. But it's not coming from just anyone. I'm going to cover that. But first, yes, we all heard that Trump was grazed in the head by a bullet. And first off, I'm a political atheist. I don't care who wins the election. It just doesn't matter to me. I always focus on what central banks are doing. They're the ones that are printing the currency, and they are the ones that are setting interest rates. So now going back to all these bullish people saying that, the Trump pump, when Trump wins the election, we're going to go to $100,000. Right now, the chances that Trump is going to win the election is 68%. In my view, it's 100% he's the one that's going to be selected in November of 2024. So with that said, why have we only pumped about $1,000? I mean, my argument to this is that it doesn't matter who's going to win. We are in a bull market, guys. I've seen bull markets when other people were elected where people didn't really think they were great people, and vice versa. It doesn't matter. Guys, the fact is that it doesn't matter who wins the election. It matters that we are in a bull market and that we are in a cycle right now, which we should reach all-time highs fairly shortly. And the only issue with this Trump pump that I'm seeing right now is that open interest just jumped $1 billion. It's huge, guys. Look at this chart right here. The bottom chart is leverage. It's leverage longs thinking, okay, and these leverage longs think that Trump is going to win the election, like 100%. So why not go long, right? Because everybody says that's the reason why we're going to get to all-time highs, not realizing that we're going to reach all-time highs regardless. And we're going well past $100,000 in my opinion. And we're probably going to do that probably sooner than most people think. In my opinion, we're going to reach that before the elections. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you really think, okay, I'm speaking too fast here, and that we are going to eventually rise next week or whatever to all-time highs, because right now it's pretty certain that the guy's going to win. Okay. Moving on, we have Germany out of the way, and we also have Fidelity saying that we're going to reach $1 billion Bitcoin. Fidelity is now saying that it could reach $1 billion. And I would say take one step at a time, because if we do reach $1 billion in Bitcoin, what that means is that the US dollar is finished. And I don't think that's how it's going to go. I think what's going to happen is that it will be inflated away a lot. A lot of nations are going to dump the US dollar, like Saudi Arabia has not renewed their OPEC agreements with the United States. I think that what's going to happen is you're going to have a central bank digital currency that's going to take place of the US dollar, which was born in 1971, right after Nixon took the US off the gold standard. And so we did have a partially backed currency backed by gold back then. And then after 1971, the Nixon took the US off the gold standard, essentially decreased the value of the US dollar by 98%, right? And there hasn't been one president or anybody, any politician, no matter who they were, that has fixed that. And they can't fix it because they're not the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is an unelected entity. It's a cartel. So with that said, here's some great books for you to read that I think is very necessary right now. You have one, The Creature from Jekyll Island. I say that all the time. And also Confessions of an Economic Hitman. You've got to read that, guys. Like, if you really want to understand how the world works, that is how the world works. This is why I put most of my emphasis on what central banks are doing, what is happening around the globe, instead of politicians. I don't really care about politicians very much. I know I know a lot of people would disagree with me on this stuff, but you know what? It's brought me to where I am now, to where I can put my focus on what really matters in life. Anyways, That's all I have. If you do want to see what we're holding, if you want to see when we're going to be selling coins, if you want to see when we're buying, check us down below at learningcrypto.com. Anyways, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.